Yo, if you're tired of spinning your wheels in the gym, my man, and if you're also struggling with low energy, lack of results, and feeling invisible to everyone around you, you need to stop trying random workouts, my dude. And also, cut out the cookie cutter diets. Those fail because they never train your mindset first. Click the link in the show notes and start Alpha Body Blueprint today. This is the only system that builds confidence, discipline, and masculine energy, and get the lean, shredded physique you want. Let me ask you guys something. Have you ever hit a PR, felt like a god, and then 2 days later you can't even walk? That's DOMS, delayed onset muscle soreness. What is DOMS? It's your body's response to microscopic muscle damage. It's not bad. It means you're training hard. But if your recovery sucks, DOMS becomes chronic. And chronic soreness equals underperformance, stalled growth, and eventually injury. Here's the thing, you guys. You don't grow during workouts. You grow when your body repairs itself. So the question becomes, are you letting your body repair like a high-performance machine, or are you duct taping it back together? Let's talk about how to recover like a savage today. Now, brothers, listen to me. This podcast is dedicated to a very early episode that I recorded about 2 years ago called Why Everyone Quits Their Fitness Journey. So, stay tuned and keep listening, and don't blow out my analytics and skip this introduction. Let's start the podcast. You are listening to the Masculine Mindset Show, a podcast for men to develop a backbone, a masculine purpose, if you will, and get more physically attractive, and even become more mentally healthy. All you men listening, I turn nice introverts into fit, self-entitled savages, if you will. And you might even become a little cocky as a result of your G status. More importantly, you guys, I also show you how to flirt and date more women and seal the deal. Just look at the show notes. They are all on my blog articles. Let's get into the content. Brothers, this podcast is about recovery. I really hope you don't blow out my analytics and skip this podcast, because honestly, you guys, I have trained several people throughout the years. I want to say hundreds at this point, through like different gyms, got Milts in Medina, also Anytime Fitness in Avon Lake, Iron Jocks, heck, even Stretch Lab. Guys, listen to me. I am certified in PNF Stretching, which I will cover today. But listen to me, you guys. I did not have the best experience with the person who opened that franchise. But it's not about the founder of that business, because it's not about that at all, actually. It's not about that particular person. So any of you flexologists listening, don't misinterpret me, okay? I have nothing but love for what that company stands for. It's just the way this person went about, like, she literally dropped so many people. In my opinion, she handpicked the ones that she wanted to go with, and that put a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths. And I actually chose to leave, you guys. Now, that's a story for a different podcast. I chose to leave because I saw red flags. But anyways, tangent behind that story is this. Be careful if you accept a job offer from them, because I'm letting you know now that if you don't go through like the 9 weeks of training that they ask you to do to get certified, that they won't even pay you their money back, I guess. That was like part of what happened, but I know it was a very weird situation, you guys. A very, very, very weird situation. She was asking for like money, and it just seemed weird from the beginning. It just seemed very weird. Anyhow, Side note. Moving on. PNF stretching. What is this? Proprioceptive neuromuscular facilitation. Now, guys, this is the one thing that separates me from a lot of fitness influencers. Okay? I'm not giving any of the people I've interviewed on my podcast any hate at all. In fact, I love them to death because they're in my favorite community. I love GP. I love people also from the Mark Singh community that I've interviewed too. But you guys, I've met many trainers throughout my life. And some of them, they don't know what PNF is. They don't know what PNF is. I've noticed that. Like, I have literally met people who are trainers, and they don't even know what PNF is. So that just blows my mind. But anyways, it's the contraction and the relaxation of the muscle, okay? So it's advanced stretching, basically. It's a partner-assisted stretch. So this is the first type of recovery we are going to get into. Guys, listen to me. I have visible proof of me being certified in PNF. So I suggest you really listen here. I really know what the fuck I'm talking about. So keep listening. Don't skip this. Don't blow out my analytics and skip this. Now, grab a purple band or like a black band that has a lot of resistance. Lay on the floor and press against the band for about 6 seconds. We were trained for 4 seconds to get through the timed sequence to basically finish the entire hands-on test. It was for 53 minutes, you guys. Yeah, we had to finish. We had to go through like 12 different stretches, like the quad stretch, the IT band stretch, the adductors, the abductors too. Guys, it was a massive hands-on test. So again, I know what I'm talking about. So grab a band, all right, lay it on the floor. You want to push the band push your foot against the band. You hear me? Push your foot against the band. And then you want to push it for 6 seconds. I prefer 6, you guys, because you're getting a good intense stretch. So listen to me, you guys. This is a form of intense stretching. That's why it's advanced. Now, also, if you want to get the most out of it, I suggest going to a stretch lab. But again, you guys, I hesitate to say that because some franchises that is under that brand, they're known for doing like sales methods that seem just really pushy for the average person. So just keep that in mind. And some of you think, oh, wait, Adam, you pushed me into your fitness course. No, you guys, I'm not. That's your decision. It's ultimately up to you. But I know my fucking worth, and I'm going to ask you to fill out your application still. Look in the show notes and fill it out. Now, let's keep going. Again, lay on the floor. Push your foot against the band. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then relax the muscle, okay? That's PNF stretching. Okay, do that. Both sides. Left foot first, right foot after that, okay? Again, lay on the floor. Wrap the band around your foot. Push against the band with your foot. Guys, you want a lot of tension. I'm giving you this variation of PNF because some people can't go to that business stretch lab, and that's going to blow a hole out of people's pockets because they do charge a lot. I know that because I worked there. Now, this is what I'm saying, you guys. Okay? If you want to do it at home, use a band. Lay it on the floor and push against the band. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then relax. You relax for 10 seconds. Now, that took a lot of time to really describe. Holy moly, I'm at 7 minutes. Okay, guys, listen to me. I'm going to move on to the next one. Static stretching. Now,
This is the one type of stretching I prefer that you would do post-workout. Not a lot of people know that either. So here's my point, you guys, behind static stretching. What you need to understand about this is most guys skip this. It's a massive mistake. Static holds increased range of motion, reduce muscle tension, and help with posture correction. When you really should do this type of stretching is post-workout. Now, again, those of you Beachbody coaches might be secretly hating me for saying this, but I don't give a fuck, you guys. Here's the thing. I most definitely love their message because they're promoting like a lifestyle that is good for your body. But the fact that they have so many programs doing static stretching prior to working out makes me like very hesitant to recommend some of their programs. But I can recommend Insanity Asylum. Anyways, what I'm going to tell you right now is that's the only program that I would suggest most of my listeners check out. But again, I still want you to check out Alpha Body Bootcamp more than that. But let's keep moving forward. Static stretching is you hold the stretch for a specific amount of time. Do you guys know yoga? Okay, a lot of you think, oh, yoga's not very that alpha or this or that. Here's the thing. I disagree with that comment because yoga honestly is good for your body. The most common type of static stretching is yoga. That's why they do tree pose, they do crow pose, they even do half moon pose. All of that is a form of static stretching, and you break a sweat because you're holding, and it's, look, there's static stretching and there's also isometric. Isometric stretching, fuck, that was a mouthful. Now, what I'm going to tell you all about that is this. Yoga, in my mind, is a good workout. You can find good power yoga out there, so research it. Use ChatGPT if you must, but the tangent, you guys, is for you to do static post-workout. No hate against Beachbody, but I can't recommend a lot of their programs because they do static stretching pre-physical activity. Now, let's keep moving forward, you guys. Next one, dynamic stretching. Now, we're getting to the good stuff. Guys, listen to me. This is my preferred way of stretching when I would train full-time. Yes, you guys, I trained full-time. Fitness instructor, okay? Guys, listen to me. I hosted classes. If you go to my Instagram profile and you follow me, you'll see me hosting classes. And here's the thing. Every time I would host class, they would always thank me for doing dynamic stretching before working out because they felt warmed up. So I suggest you do this, you guys. The common example is knee pulls, okay? So this does improve mobility too, you guys, because you're on one leg. When you do anything on one leg, you are improving mobility. That improves your mobility because you're on one foot, and that improves your balance, okay? Balance and mobility are practically the same thing. Now, do knee pulls standing. So pull the knee to your chest, then alternate sides. That is an example of dynamic stretching. Now, last one, you guys. Think I was going to miss this one? Hell no. SMFR, self-myofascial release. I actually touched upon this on my podcast with James Weber, how I hurt my back a long time ago. And yes, you guys, I hurt my back doing eccentric pull-ups. True story. I was out of training for a long time. But I will say, because I hurt my back, what happened was I healed my back with the foam roller. So I suggest that you get a foam roller because that does help. And the very, very, very last type of recovery I'll mention here. Okay, so I mentioned PNF, static, dynamic, SMFR. I'm not going to go over that today too deeply because I'm already about, I want to say, 13 minutes in, and I want to wrap this up. I'm going to talk about percussive therapy because I did not write an article on this, not yet, but percussive therapy is something that I learned when I was working full-time at Anytime Fitness. So, guys, I decided to be my own boss now. I am training plenty of clients online. The tangent is this. When I was at Anytime Fitness, we learned percussive therapy. Percussive therapy is the massage gun. Use the massage gun, find the muscle that is sore on their body. We would use the massage gun. And a lot of girls I've noticed, they would have sore hamstrings. So I would take the massage gun and I would apply it to their hamstrings. And you do it about 15 times. Go up the hamstring and down the hamstring 15 times. Up the hamstring and down the hamstring 15 times. And then even on the quadricep too. So up the quadricep, then down for about 15 times. Okay? For me, it's more like my pecs that get sore quickly because I do cable crossovers from Alpha Body Boot Camp. Guys, listen to me. There's this awesome crossover sequence that I want you to really check out. I think I put it on my blog. I can't remember, but the tension is this, you guys. I have sore pecs, and I use the massage gun for my pecs. Now, if me in this podcast, you guys, leave me a 5-star review, okay? As you know, I want you to understand that I'm here for you, and even if you think I'm like self-promoting too much for my Alpha Body Bootcamp, it's because I fucking believe in it. So if you have an issue with that, then honestly, that's something that you should look into, because I want you all to know I do this professionally and I will always promote my fitness courses. So check the show notes. I love you guys. Peace out.